Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You
in
like
my
it?
mouth and to swallow it down. Oh my god!
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys and a girl.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And my dick so hard it make the metal detector go off.
Welcome to Holler. It is the podcast that shouts you out on the internet. Things look a little different today. I know that. That's how it goes. We're going to explain all that here in a second. But first, my name is JD Short. You can hit me up on the internet at JDSHRT. It's all one word. It's all spelled that way. And to this direction is my good buddy Brian. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Holler Nation, what is up? JD, it's just us here this evening. We're going to explain all this in a second. We were going to have Sherry Campbell, the queen of West Virginia beer chugging, on here. And like I said, we'll get to that. Hey, sometimes life gets in the way, you know? You can't do this. Nonetheless, we're going to give away CAMO CBD as always. And you know what? We're going to take everybody back. We're going to talk about where we came from, because I know this question comes up a lot, and I know that there's a lot of new listeners. They have no idea where we came from or how the fuck we got this show. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to make the best of it. Gracie is going to be in the live chat, guys. So Gracie is still with us. She's just not on the screen. And again, we'll talk about that as well. So Gracie's going to be giving us hell all night in the live chat, just like she were here. So trust me, she's going to be fine on her end. Guys, I am Brian, your co-host. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to drink. I've already been drinking. I've been pre-gaming for this. We're excited for you. JD.
Me too, man. And I'm going to go ahead and pour up a shot right here. And I suggest everybody out there that's on the internet that's watching this with us do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and crack the boy. Get the boy crack. Crack the boy. All right, there we go. And do a dump. And here we are. We always have to start the show off with a toast. So if you're listening and or watching, make sure that you got yourself a beverage. So I've got a toast here. This is a weird one. So bear with me on it. Here we go. Is everybody ready? Brian, you good?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Starkle, little twink. Who the am I, are you think? I'm not under the alkafluence of alcohol, as some stinkle peep. And the drunker I sit here, the longer I get. A brotchen, a little piece of bread. Once round the head for all Holler Nation. And once round the head for good masturbation. Let's do this, people. Yeah.
Link up at officialholler.com.
I'm so curious how some of that is spelled. Gracie is already on her bullshit, by the way. She says, I'm actually asleep. Just call back later.
All right, we'll call you. Because that's
Gracie, we'll call you. Dallas says hi. What's up, Dallas? We're so glad that you're here. Stick around, win some CAMO CBD. Dallas was a winner last week. You know why, dude? Because everybody pretty much was a winner. Everybody that shared our live video, we gave away CAMO CBD. I'll tell you what, those guys are exciting. They're going to be back on the show. And anytime we have CAMO CBD, you guys just need to bombard the show and win it. But we're going to give some away tonight as well.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of them, by the way, we are sponsored by them. We are proudly powered by CAMO CBD. We can go check out CAMOCBD.com for all that stuff. What is CBD? I'll tell you. It's fucking cool, is what it is. Cannabidiol, I believe, is how it's pronounced. It's essentially a molecule that can be found in the hemp plant, aka the cannabis plant. Oh boy, no, it's not weed. You don't smoke it and get high. It's actually this really wonderful anti-inflammatory. It's this fantastic gift to humanity, really, is what it is. And these people have found out one of the best ways to create it. And what my favorite, I think, shot is called the CAMO CBD Revive Shot. It's mango orange flavored. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine in it. So it's a wonderful way to pick yourself up without giving you the jitters. That's the part, that's what CBD plays in the whole thing. So it's basically like drinking 2 good cups of coffee but you don't get all shakety and weird and shit. So definitely go to CAMOCBD.com. Use the offer code JODI, that's JODI, and you'll get free shipping as fuck. You can get gummies. You can get energy shots. They got brand new flavors. They got tinctures coming. They got all this crazy shit.
Dude, I want to talk about my favorite flavor recently is this lime ice. This is one of their new flavors. This has replaced the other energy shot that I was drinking. This is what I go to now, and I love these gummies when I'm just chilling back and relaxing. That's enough. We're not going to cram that down your throat anymore. Like JD said, we're proudly powered by Camo. We appreciate them as always. And speaking of other things that we're proud of, check out this shirt, dude. You didn't even see this yet, I don't think. Check this out.
Whoa, it's the boy. It's your boy.
It's our boy,
yeah, dude. We're both wearing local shirts. This is from SGP Cole. That's a pretty
cool shirt, dude.
Dude, but yours is fucking just as sick.
Corduroy Brown, we're so glad that you're alive and you made it, bro. You know what? You want to know how hard Corduroy Brown is working, by the way, guys? We did that show where we were raising money for him. He was sick. He had to go to Morgantown. He had to be helicoptered to Morgantown, actually. And you know what? He actually hand wrote a note with this shirt order. He said, "Sorry, dude, some things came up. I'm glad that you could." Like, he's sorry for being sick. Are you kidding me? Holy shit! Well, hey, Dallas out there said that she created an Instagram just to win some stuff on Holler. That a girl.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. Well, so Holler, this is the show. It is the podcast that shouts you out. We do this on a weekly basis on the internet. We do this on Facebook. It goes up to YouTube. It's on every podcast catcher you can get. This is a podcast that we created to have fun with y'all on the internet, but there's some interesting stories, the backstories of kind of where this show came from. And we figured since tonight it's just me and Brian, who are like the OGs, we're going to talk about like where this came from. So Brian, like, what was this before it was Holler? What's the deal, bro?
Yeah, for people wondering how this came to be, it's as stupid as what you could probably imagine, and it goes like this. We didn't even know Gracie. Gracie didn't exist. She wasn't a human in our lives. I love the Gracie story, by the way. But Gracie was an OG a viewer of our first podcast called The Snappy Hour. So some of you have been around since the Snappy Hour days, and those of you that have still have a hard time to this day calling it Holler and not the Snappy Hour. And that was always a major concern for me. I was always worried I was going to say, welcome to the Snappy Hour, and really it's Holler. So now I'm really mind fucking myself right now. Like, can I make it through the whole show going back and forth? And I think I can because I've done them both.
See how drunk you get. I think.
But you know, it really started much the way that JD and my friendship has always been, which was, hey, bro, come over. Let's listen to like a lot of music tonight. We're bored. We have nothing else to do. Let's listen to a lot of music. Let's be goofy on the internet. Snapchat had just came out at that time. This app, Snapchat, that we're also used to. This is how long we go back. It had just came out, and JD and I decided let's take it and run with it. And if you remember, dude, in the very beginning of Snapchat, it kind of left people with a bad taste. They were like, you know, you shouldn't have Snapchat, right? That's only for people cheating on their spouses.
Oh
and shit.
yeah, or sex.
Yeah. It's only for sex. It's only for girls sending their tits, you know, and all this shit. And it's like we ran with it. We were like, no, we see it being more. And so we used to get drunk and have fun and listen to music, and we would make these ridiculous snap stories. People would then respond, and we kind of got off on that. We were like, wait a second, we've got random people like waiting for our snap stories like every Friday night, because these guys are just being goofy as hell. And so we kind of turned that into a Friday ritual, right? Where we were just like, let's make a goofy snap story. We would make videos like in reverse, and we would make videos.
We would do crazy shit. We came up with the concept of eating in reverse, which was like Brian would take a whole string cheese and he would eat it, but then we'd play the snap in reverse, and it would look very disgusting coming out of his mouth as one big old log of string cheese. So Gracie's actually joining us right here. She actually mentions she was actually been involved since episode 13 of the Snappy Hour, which is crazy because at that point we had done it for about 16 weeks.
Yeah,
that would have been the 16th week, and it actually came again. We were hanging out before we did anything podcast wise. It wasn't until a few weeks into us hanging out and doing silly shit on the internet, listening to great music, and like our friends like hitting us up and being like, you guys are having too much fun. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Hang out with us. we were like, at one point, I think I came up to you, Brian. I was like, do you ever fuck around with podcasts, man? And you were like, yeah. I mess around with that. And then I said, dude, I've got all this gear, all this recording equipment. Let's set this up at your place and just try it sometime. We did it a couple times. We figured out we could do it really well. And it turned into what was called the Snappy Hour, which we ended up doing for 3 fucking years.
A little bit of a drag, right? Like just a bit.
3 years. And then it just sort of morphed into Holler because we realized Snapchat's not the only social media out there. There are all these other avenues that everybody wants to get involved in, and we loved the interactivity. That was the real thing too, and I want to mention that before we keep on going. You know what I'm saying? With the Snappy Hour, the podcast, we were like, dude, we're sending these snaps to people, and they can send them back to us, and we can have them play their voices on the show. We can show them on the show. So it became this interactivity thing where we decided, and I think, Brian, you were the one who came up with the idea to do poll questions where we could ask people, what do you think between this and that? Or what's your answer to a crazy question like this? And people started sending us their answers. And that's where I think the real basis of the whole thing came from.
Hey, by the way, Kayla Bell out there says, I remember Gracie talking about Snappy, and I think I made Jello shots for y'all once, but I never watched or listened till you were a Holler. Well, Kayla Bell, you would have loved us then as well. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you the difference between Snappy Hour and Holler. They're very similar, but Snappy Hour partied fucking hard. And you know what? As a matter of fact, like, my liver probably wouldn't have survived if we would have kept on that trajectory, but luckily
I don't know. We were doing it was very much an endurance thing. We were doing it a lot. We were used to it. That's how it was.
Hey, a couple things went into my head right here that I think people will find very interesting. I think a lot of people probably watch this or listen to any podcast in general, and a lot of people have that same thought. They're like, I could do that, right? And I want people to know, first of all, it's a lot harder than what you think. It's really fucking weird to just start speaking into a mic, especially once we added the visual part where you're looking at yourself. We didn't used to do that. We used to be audio only, by the way, the Snappy Hour. When Gracie first met us, it was all audio. So she's been with us before we were ever even seen, and that's really cool. She's an OG viewer, and we always liked Gracie. She would show up, and anyone that's watched this podcast, they just know the Gracie attitude that she has, and that was just magnetic, and I couldn't get away from it. It's like, we got to add that. This is a girl that will like sit in this room and be like, fuck these guys suck, and I was like, we got to have that for the show. We got to have that.
She was a foil for us, and she still is. She started that way and then became the ultimate fucking co-host, the co-host, if you know what I'm saying. Brian can deep throat a string cheese. Good to know. That's what Gracie says right there. See, that's the attitude that she brings to this vehicle. I mean, that's why it's so good.
But I wanted to tell people though, when you came up with that idea, dude, to podcast, you were like, let's record it. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we can do that, right? So you set me down, JD. This is what happened. JD sets me down with all the equipment. This is equipment I've never fucked with before. He's the audio guy. He has fucked with. He owned all the equipment, so he was comfortable around it. I was not. And I said, all right, dude, how do you want to do this? When do you want to go live? And he said, we're live right now, and clicks the button. And I'll never forget that because he forced me. He threw me into the water, and I like it that way. I like learn by fire. I tend to learn a little bit faster and better that way. I think some people do. Some people sink or swim, and I like to swim in those occasions. So thank you for that. And I also want to give JD another shout out, something cool that he did. So fast forward now, if you're wondering how we got here. So now that Gracie's been a part of it for so long, we all kind of sat down one day and we said, hey, this is something bigger than Snapchat. It's something that we can take maybe even to businesses. For example, CAMO CBD, somebody that wants us to shout them out and keep stacking different ads and businesses. And we want to stay local in the beginning and just see where we go. And we had no idea we would be able to get guests from like all over, like we've had like LA, Vegas, all this stuff. But something cool that JD did, that people don't know this story. This is a very exclusive story right here. No one's ever heard this. We were trying to come up with, what are we going to call a new podcast? We were the Snappy Hour. How are we going to do this? Hey, by the way, Becky out here says, where are you? Becky, we are in West Virginia.
We're in the beautiful, wild, and wonderful Huntington, West Virginia, the birthplace of podcasts, America's best community, and also where you can get, and it's look, yeah.
This one, sorry. Yeah, look at JD's.
It's right
That's
here.
where we are in West Virginia.
So this is West Virginia. If that was West Virginia, we're right here. It almost looks like Run the Jewels, dude.
So, anyways, Gracie says she was made for us. She sure was. We appreciate Gracie. It's actually kind of cool. We're missing Gracie on the screen, but it's just like she's still here. I mean, it's the same damn thing. But anyways, the exclusive story that we've got here. So we're trying to decide, the three of us. What are we going to call the Snappy Hour? How are we going to do this? So we decide. Let's do the old fashioned. Let's go to Starbucks. Let's all get some caffeine and just sit down and hammer it out. We're throwing out all these different names, and JD just says, guys, I've got an idea, because we were getting detailed with our ideas. JD says, how about just one word, just the word holler, and we can even shorten it to like an H with an exclamation point. And I was like, yeah, dude, this is like fantastic. It's a great idea. We loved it instantly. We didn't even debate about it, did we? We just said we'll take it. That's it.
We were also just looking for something that we knew would be able to be. We wanted it to because we knew we were going from one social media to another, and to all the other ones, really, and having them all be inclusive, and we just knew branding's a whole thing about all that, so it's just kind of better to come up with something that's sort of iconic, that just kind of hits there, and bam, Holler just ended up being just that moment that hit.
Sophie says she's ready to win her next porch pickup. The story here is Sophie is a local, and we've actually known Sophie for a long time, and she's a trivia beast. So you guys that are playing trivia later, you've got your work cut out for you, because everyone's eligible to win tonight, because we're starting fresh after the Camo episode. So you got Sophie coming after you, and she's won so many Camo CBDs that now, instead of like mailing it to her or trying to find her, I just leave it on my own porch, since she knows where I live, and I just say, come get your prize. And I swear it's not fixed. Sophie's actually winning these. None of this is fixed, because Gracie's the one choosing the winners. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see anything come through. Gracie's doing it in real time.
Hey, there you go. That was another thing too about the whole deal.
Chill it out. Outside taste freeze. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Bring it down the floor.
Gracie said, fun fact, the first time that we went live on Facebook, which that was still the Snappy Hour when we did that, right?
Oh, yeah.
She smashed a dozen eggs on our heads.
Hey, let me take that moment, by the way, to shout out a former listener and someone that loved this podcast. His name was Brian Ross, and he also participated in smashing the eggs on us. He recently passed away just this year, and he was a top fan of Holler. He was a top fan since the Snappy Hour, and the pictures rolled in just recently of him and Gracie smashing those eggs on mine and Shady's faces, and the pictures are priceless. They're great. Brian, I sure do miss you.
So in that case, I'm going to do a little throwback thing real quick, Brian. What we used to do on the Snappy Hour, because it was an audio show, we had a lot more leeway. I'm going to prop this boy for Brian, in your memory, buddy. I haven't had this yet. Have you had this yet? It's Yingling's Raging Eagle Mango Beer. It's 6%. Who knows? It's a new boy, and we're going to crack it, and we're going to jack it.
Let me know if it tastes like eagle or mango, because I'm curious.
Okay. I will let
Becky
you know.
said she's in Barboursville, by the way. Becky, I'm in Barboursville, by the way.
So cheers to y'all, Clinky and Drinky.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers to Brian. May he rest in peace, our old top fan, our old pal.
That's pretty fucking good. You know what? I'm not a fan of mango that much, but this has got like a really interesting funk.
Mango chutney.
Yeah, there you go. That was actually too one of the first. Actually, if not one of the first 3 clips to ever be played on the Snappy Hour.
Hey, there's another exclusive info for those wondering. We're just going to let out all the secrets tonight. So when we were the Snappy Hour, we used to just sit around and we would think of these hilarious things that we've seen before on the internet or heard before, or even in songs. Maybe we're listening to a song and we go, this part sounds hilarious, or it makes us laugh every time. By the way, something like...
You're beautiful.
Like, how do you not laugh when you hear that now? You know what I mean? It's like so cheesy and funny, right? So we would hear things like... and we would note them through the week, and we would make these soundboards on our own. So all these sounds that you guys hear, they are literally made by JD and I, and we've been making them over the years for the last 5 years.
We pop them off like this. Go ahead. You hit one too, Brian. Go ahead. Where's back and forth real quick?
55.
That's my attention! Oh!
Oh, sweat. Damn it.
Take the
It's been
All right. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you for humoring us, Internet. This was a lot of fun, kind of talking shit. We're gonna keep talking shit while we go through everything, you know, while we also
Sucking on chili down, outside taste freeze.
let's do the thing that Holler's really known for, and that's interacting with the people out on the internet.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
By the way, you can go to officialholler.com to watch any of our past episodes. You can listen to them. You can subscribe to them on any podcatcher at all. You can do all this crazy shit. You can hit us up on all the social media. It's a cool little website, officialholler.com. Also, speaking of websites, go to CAMOCBD.com. Use the offer code Jody and get some of the best CBD in the market. Get the job done. You'll get free shipping on that stuff if you use that code. Let's kick it, Brian. What's up?
Hey, Gracie, if you don't mind, could you put the CAMO CBD website link and offer code Jody in the chat? That way people can see that throughout the show. But yeah, it's Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out. Let's fucking go. It's poll time. My Holler poll this evening. It's so easy. We don't have to sit here and think about it, discuss it. It goes like this. Bacon. Are we going crispy or chewy? I need to know why. JD, what's up? Crispy or chewy? What's up?
Bro, damn it. You put me on the spot, man.
It's bacon, man.
It's bacon, dog. It's just bacon, dude.
Gracie would mind putting the link in. That's classic Gracie. So, guys, if you don't get the link, it's because Gracie won't put it there. So there's that.
All right. So bacon, again, is what we're talking about here. And, you know, it's a very delicate subject, much like it's a very delicate meat. If you get it too crispy, it might crumble. And then there's the delicacy. It's also could be a delicacy to people to be chewy and all that good stuff. I personally, depends on the kind of bacon it is. If it's super fucking thick, you can crisp it up and it still maintains chewability. That's my favorite shit. Wright's bacon. I don't know if you've ever fucked with Wright's bacon. It's the one that comes in the big old thick boy. Looks like a big old thick boy. And you can get it real crispy, and then there's still elements to it that are chewy. But I honestly, personally, I like it crispy. I like it crispy. It is what it is.
Gotcha.
It's got to be crisp. It's got to have a crunch. It's got to have a you know, makes me feel real strong.
Manly, crispy bacon. You know, you actually were onto something there, JD. When you first started talking, I was like, oh my God, I immediately regret asking JD this question. He's still talking about bacon. But then you brought up a good point. The thickness of the bacon actually matters. It really does. And that makes a difference. However, not to get weird about it on my end. Hey, Gracie, by the way, out there, if you don't mind, could you, I got to stop leading with you don't mind. Gracie, could you please tally up the score of crispy versus flaccid bacon?
Wait a second. You can't go bias and say flaccid instead of chewy. You use the nomenclature.
True.
Of crispy first chewy. Don't say flaccid. Right.
Adam Hall says, I like my bacon medium rare. Like a steak. I commented on one post earlier on Holler. I said it's American sushi. But no, listen, Adam says Gracie does mine. So listen, I actually am going to choose chewy bacon, and I'll tell you why. I don't mean that I want like raw bacon. So everybody that's throwing it out there. I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm just saying, you know how when you're at someone's house or even like, somewhere that someone makes a fuck ton of bacon and someone goes, you want these crispy pieces or the chewy pieces? I always choose the chewy pieces, always. So that means they're crisped up a little bit, man, but they're chewy. So that's what I go with. My answer is chewy bacon.
Is it for are you doing it for is it for the like amount, the like duration of time of the chew? Are you worried that it's going to go away too quick? So if you keep it chewy, it stays up in there and allows you to savor
it's got some kind of mouthfeel texture that I like. And again, guys, I'm not talking about like grabbing a piece of bacon and pulling it away from my mouth like it's rubber. I don't mean that chewy. I just mean like instead of it crisping in my mouth like a crispy potato chip, I like to chew on it a little bit. I don't fucking know. Chewy bacon. Chewy bacon.
He goes, I go crispy, he goes chewy. That's what it is. That's all I do.
I'm definitely going to lose this poll. See, I can admit when I'm going to lose a poll, by the way, and I'm going to lose this poll. The answer is going to be crispy, but nonetheless, I stand strong with chewy. Let's see what Holler Nation has to say. We're going to kick this thing off with some videos, and why not start with...
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty.
Rachel! That's right, it's Rachel. She gets her own button on the podcast because speaking of the Snappy Hour, she is the Snappy Hour OG. She was basically our first listener ever. So what a good time to also throw that little tidbit out there. So therefore, we rewarded her with her own soundboard, and that's why you hear that every time she snaps it. Rachel, tell us about bacon.
My husband and I agree. It's neither crispy nor chewy, but both. And kind of floppy. And it also depends on how hungover you are.
That's a multi-faceted answer.
Right.
I like it. I like it because, the truth is, it's Adam says it's bacon, not Laffy Taffy. I don't think you can fucking go wrong no matter what you do. It's bacon, for fuck's sake. If you're a non-vegan, which that's how we have to all, if we eat meat, have to all call ourselves that. Because you're either vegan or non-vegan, and that's it. If you're non-vegan, bacon fucking rules, and it doesn't fucking matter in what situation that it comes to you in. So,
hey, how about this? How about bacon-flavored Laffy Taffy?
Wouldn't that just be like more raw bacon?
It would just be bacon. That's all.
It would be bacon. It would be floppier bacon. It would go under chewy to floppy.
Let's keep going here. I'm gonna keep rewarding the videos. So here we go. This is Parsons.
Bacon's bacon. I'm gonna eat it. Bacon's bacon. I'm gonna eat it.
I let that play twice because we also got a cute baby in there.
I was gonna say, I wonder what the baby thought about bacon.
So to be clear, Gracie, that one was just bacon is bacon. So that one's a point for both. If you're keeping score out there, whichever.
Okay, all right, that'll work.
We've got some more out here in the crowd. By the way, Brittany says, when I worked in a restaurant, I had an employee who ate bacon raw. Well, that's just ridiculous and gross, and that's not what we're talking about with chewy bacon. By the way, I don't want people to confuse. Sophie says, if I hold it up and it flops over, throw it back in the damn pan.
So she likes it just.
This one comes straight out of Jack's Beach, Florida. This is our good pal and Holler listener, Burrito Master.
Burrito.
Chewy bacon with crispy ends. That's the way to do it. And that's coming from a vegetarian. I'd say chewy bacon with crispy ends.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's the way to do it.
So a vegetarian has chimed in with their answer, which really kind of confuses me. My brain's not working very well because they obviously have an opinion on bacon, but they can't eat it. So I don't know.
That's how polarizing bacon is, dude. That's how polarizing. Okay, this one comes from Holler listener Adam.
I'm sorry.
Fluffy as shit, man. Give me that fat. Let's go. It's crispy outside. Chewy, 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 chewy.
Oh, there's another one for chewy. Crazy. Give us the chew. This next one comes from Holler listener Spooky.
I used to be strictly crunchy bacon. Like basically burn it pretty much. But now I think I'm more on the chewy side, but not like chewy, but like al dente bacon. That's my answer.
Al dente bacon.
Why are we all so?
Wonderful way to put it, though.
What a polarizing topic. Who knew that when you ask someone, "Hey, crispy or chewy bacon," that someone's like, "I'd like to recite a paragraph to you." When it comes to bacon.
Hey, that's what you learn on this podcast.
This next one comes from Chase.
Boys, I know this is not an answer to your Snappy poll. Those are coming, but my current delivery right now is here. And then right across the street is the old A Street house. And you can't see it through my dirty.
You want to talk about some old school shit? That's
how well did we serve that up? How well did we serve that up? And we said some people still call it Snappy. Chase, there you go. He's an OG and said your Snappy poll. It's not a Snappy poll. It's a Holler poll. And it's been that way for years now. But like people just can't get it out of their brains, dude, because we did it for so long the other way.
Also, the Street Tavern was a shit.
Here's my game plan, JD. I'm gonna blow through all my snaps right now this round. Facebook next round and be done with them. So I've got a few to blow through here. So let me go. Here we go.
Okay, all right.
Time to reward some photos. This one comes from Captain Awesome. I was gonna say, but he's at In-N-Out Burger. That was a perfect snap.
I'm fucking jealous, man. And you know what? I don't know if they have bacon or not.
I bet he got bacon on that. Hey, Sophie knows all about the 8th Street Tavern.
Hey, Street in the place to be.
This next snap comes from Mike. Mike says chewy bacon all day long. There you go, Gracie. There's another one for chewy. Another Mike Perry says chewy. The fat is the flavor. Don't eat extra large bacon bits. There's 2 for chewy in a row. Look at this.
Dente bacon.
Gabe says crispy, so crispy, and he sent me this. So he did send something visual. Next one comes from Josh Smith. He says crispy all the way. So there's another for crispy. This one comes from Mel. Mel says crispy, and Pluto out of Chicago says crispy. I don't know why this is even a debate. Chewy bacon is bacon that's sad. We need crunchy bacon so it makes the sad go away.
All right.
And that's all for the Holler polls on Snapchat.
Well, there you go.
What's up? You had a poll, man.
I did have a poll, and what I asked everybody in this particular round was, it's very different from chewy or crispy bacon. This was reminded to me the poll that actually came from the movie Fight Club, which is a fucking wild ass movie. And it was, if you could fight a famous person, who would it be? And Brian, I'd like to know your answer first.
My answer is I'm just gonna go with, this is such a weird answer, dude.
You gotta tell me why too. You gotta give me like.
I've got you. This is such a weird answer, but I'm fucking going for it, dude. I was debating on which way I was gonna go. I'm gonna go for it. This is not someone I hate, by the way. I see this as a challenge.
Okay.
And it's a girl.
Oh.
I want to fight Ronda Rousey, the UFC MMA champion from back in the day. Okay. She's not so skilled now. It was kind of she was kind of shown up once she really got. She was the first women's UFC star that we all know, and now she just does like professional wrestling. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But
keep digging the hole, brother.
Here's the point. Ronda Rousey's a badass, right? And she was beating ass back in the day. And you would always hear dudes be like, I could beat her ass or this or that. I never actually sat there and said that, but I did think in my head, Ronda Rousey, she weighs, I believe at the most, dude, she weighed like 135 pounds or even like 140. I'm like 200 pounds, man. That's a huge weight difference. It's huge.
Okay. All right. I didn't know it was going to become this battle of the sexes here.
I'm not trying to turn into that. I'm saying I think it's a fair fight. It's not a sexist thing. I think either it's a fair fight or maybe she'll beat me up. I don't know, but I'm willing to try it because I feel like if I win, I feel strong if I win. That's a UFC champion. Now, if she beats my ass, I've just had my ass beat by a woman, and you know what? That could happen. So it's 2021. Anything could happen. Fuck it.
There you go.
Ronda Rousey from UFC.
There you go. My answer is Drake.
Okay. Would you win in that fight?
I will fucking take him on, dude. I think I'd lay him out, and I think I'd be able to I'd be able to say like when the fight was like going on, I'd be like, yo, this is for your like status. Like if I beat you in this fight, you've got to stop showing up on the fucking Billboard charts, dude, and quit fucking putting shit out. That's just always gonna show up. So give other people a fucking chance, dude. That's my thing.
What if Drake beat you up though, man? What if he beat? I would never let you live that down. I would like if I had it on video.
No, that's the thing too. Is if Drake beat me up, I would be able to fucking ride that thing till the fucking cows came home, dude. I'd be able to be like, yo, I'm the dumbass white podcaster guy that fucking Drake beat up. Y'all remember me? Remember how funny that was?
That Drake beat up. Welcome to my podcast. I'm the guy that Drake beat up.
I'm the guy Drake beat up. Listen to me talk about alcohol and podcasting and blah, blah, blah.
Adam Hall is voting for Ronda Rousey to beat my ass. I mean, you might not be wrong, dude. I don't know, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to legitimately try to fight Ronda Rousey. If someone could get this message out to her, Ronda Rousey, I will fight you. Like the way they're doing these celebrity fights with people going viral. Ronda Rousey, you can fight a podcast host. My name is Brian Ball. I live in Huntington, West Virginia. Come find me. Let's fight.
All right. So I'm going to do the same thing you did. Blow through the snaps that I've got. Because we do all this on Snapchat, Facebook, all the different, social medias that really do matter. This one comes from Shitty Roommate, and this is what he's got to say.
Yo, if there's any celebrity I'd like to beat up, it would be Chris Brown. Fuck that guy. When he beat up a bunch of girls, yeah, he deserves it. Oh, he beat up a bunch of girls, he deserves it. I can't wait. Yo, tell Chris Brown, he's got an invitation to our house. Yeah. Come through, baby.
Yeah, come up through.
He's got an invitation. He's got an invitation to the house.
I would really like to see that fight too, because I feel like that he would really be able to take it.
Party, let's go party.
Oh yeah, fucking shit. All right, this next one comes from Casey. He actually hasn't snapped us in a long fucking time, and thank you for doing that. And he's got us a video, which is going to be fun. Let's see what he has to say.
I think I'm going to have to go with Tom Brady. Not drunk Tom Brady we got introduced to recently. I love that guy. But on the field, Tom Brady. Because he beat my Falcons in the Super Bowl. Then he goes to a rival team, the Buccaneers, and wins another Super Bowl. Fuck that guy.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. I dig it. This one comes from Andy. He says, Donald J. motherfucking Trump's bitch ass.
Not a shocker that we got that one. I was waiting on it.
By the way, he also goes by the name Jonathan, and you can check him out on Spotify. Jonathan, it's one word. He's got some wonderful stuff. Curse is fantastic. Blessings is fantastic. All that shit's real good. This one comes from Dead Alive 1980. They say Fred Durst. That's all. I'm going to beat up Fred Durst.
That would be a fun fight. I would fight Fred Durst. Fuck it.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. This one comes from
Fred Durst. I'm bigger than him.
This one comes from Jessica. She says, I would fight Mila Kunis. Preferably in some Jell-O.
Okay.
Jessica, I will pay $500 to watch that.
Okie dokie.
Wonderful. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This next one comes from, you know who it is. It's
Rachel.
I think her name is Rachel. And this is what she's got to say.
All right, look. The only reason this motherfucker is famous is because everyone wants to fight him. Martin Shkreli, one-on-one, I will beat your rat nose into the back of your skull. trash. Just a garbage human.
Was that the dude who like bought stuff? Do you remember who that guy was? You know what? I think he was relevant when our podcast was called the Snappy Hour. Actually,
Gotcha.
I think
If anyone knows who Rachel was talking about fighting, please type it in the chat because I missed that one somewhere. And I wanted to get in on the joke.
He actually like ended up like purchasing like the not rights, but he ended up doing shit with like pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, you got it. Willem says you're right. That's him.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, by the way, guys, while I've got your attention real quick here, let's do just a quick poll for those of you listening. I want you to tell me in the chat if you think Ronda Rousey could beat my ass or not. Put it in the chat. Just do a chat vote. Let JD keep going. I want you to tell me if Ronda Rousey can beat me up or not.
Well, I've got it's coming from Chase again, and it might be the same. It could be the same one you got. I wouldn't be surprised if it weren't because that's how he does shit. But let's see.
Boys.
Yep.
I know
it obviously is.
Here. Man, this celebrity one is I love this question, bro. That's a good one because it's so hard for me to not just steal directly from Fight Club and be like, Abraham Lincoln, got that reach, like long and gangly. Those guys fight till they're fucking bone, or whatever. I haven't watched it in long. I'm ashamed I don't remember that verbatim. Anyway, I'm going with like a woman though, or like, nah, Bruce Jenner's fucking. That would be like a fucking
Bruce Jenner.
Pancake fist, that motherfucker. But let me. God, there's got to be one. Who would I love to just fucking Trump's an easy target. So anybody picks that, yeah, that's fucking whatever, But like, I want somebody that's just like thinks they're the shit and just fucking needs to like. I think I'm honest to God, gonna go with like the entire. I want to fight all the Kardashians at once. I want them.
That's the good answer.
First, I want all the Kardashians at once. All of them. I want the husband, the wives, and especially Kim. Man, I'm gonna knock the fucking silicone out of them butt cheeks and then beat her face with them.
Somebody cut Chase off. Cut him off. Jesus Christ.
It's real difficult to cut Chase off once he gets going, So, all right. So
Sophie says yes, Ronda would beat my ass. Maggie says with or without the horns. I don't think it's going to matter, Maggie. Gracie has a great answer.
Those are fake horns, so.
True, they're not going to work. Gracie says she's straight up beating your ass, and I'd pay good money to watch it. Well, that's the whole point. I'm trying to make money here, Gracie. Maybe she would. Brittany says,
"Sorry, but all about right now, anyway." Right?
Would turn your world upside down. Every single person says Ronda Rousey would beat my ass. So there you go. And guess who is in the crowd? Corduroy Brown. What's up, dude? Alan, check this shit out. I don't know if you knew, but I'm repping you. I'm repping you right here, son. Here we go.
Look at the dude. Look at the dude.
Boom, just like that. We love you, dude.
Love you, dude. I hope everything's going well with you, man. Keep it up. Keep that good shit up. I think we should go to. By the way, just to preface before we go into this next thing. This all started from the Snappy Hour. The concept of this next segment, hell yeah, Alan, we're going to rep it, dude. The whole concept of this next segment came from the Snappy Hour, and it was literally just something that I think we just came up with it. Seat of the pants.
We did.
We're going to do a thing where because we like to drink while we do the show, we were like, let's do a thing where we take a shot, and what do we do about it? And I think, Brian, you might have been the one who said something about, we should call it this and do it this way. And it's called Shots Fired. And it's about taking shots against some shit. Let's go.
We really like the idea of airing our grievances without anyone interrupting. The rule that we made was the discussion ends right here. And whoever has the mic, they can say whatever the fuck they want. And if you disagree, you can't say shit about it because it's their shots fired. And here we go.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Alan, we love you, bro.
Shots fired. My money long, my whips ground. Yeah, I'm talking big shit.
Shots fired. It's the segment of the show where we take a shot of something while we take shots against some shit. Again, Brian said it the best. It's an errands of grievances. You don't get to go, you know what? I don't think so. Not on this part of the show. Everybody who is in this shit gets to say their piece, and it's your piece, and that's peace, bitch. That's all I got.
So listen, I'm going to keep my shots fired short and sweet right here. It goes like this. Legalize the UE. Legalize the U-turn. Some states have it, some states don't. And guess what I think about those states that have it, like Florida, for example, somewhere that I visit all the time. People do U-turns like crazy. It always works out for the better. It keeps traffic flowing, I think, properly. You still wait on the red light to turn. I'm not saying cut the traffic off and kill everyone on the other side. I'm saying wait till it's green, take the U-turn. It saves everything. The states that have that legalized are superior to states like us that don't have it legalized. Legalize the UE, dude. Shots fired. Legalize the UE.
Let's go.
Rare. Woo.
You know, if you're doing it right, you know, if you're fucking, which everybody should be doing it right, you're fucking careful. You take a look at your app, or you looking back at the app, and then you're good. And you fucking do it.
Yeah, what's it matter? You got the green light. Go. Shots fired.
The green light. Get the job done.
Shots fired, says Adam Inman. Adam Inman, stick around. Win some CAMO CBD, dude.
Also, we're going to be doing some fun stuff here in the year of our Lord 2021 with Adam Inman. It's just a matter of time. So many things. All right. Are you good? You're done with yours, Brian? That's it. Just about the UE. All right. Here's my shit. And it is people who play next the cloud-based bar jukebox, but they don't match the vibe of the room. Do you feel what I'm saying on this?
100%. Fuck those people, man. That's bullshit.
So check. So you're in the bar, and they've got the cloud-based bar jukebox that's on the back room, and it's where you connect with your phone. You can get your credits from your phone, or you can just put them in from the bar jukebox. But here's the deal. They have this thing called Play Next, where you can use extra credits to make sure your shit fucking happens before everyone else's that's already also paid for their shit to happen. So the worst thing about it, now I've told you about this, and you guys have probably all, if you're listeners of Holler and or the Snappy Hour from the old school, I always hate the Play Next feature. I feel like it's the jukebox. Everything it's first come first serve. It should be. That's how it goes. That's how you can see the flow of the evening. But people come in with these Play Next, and that's what it is. But that's not what I'm bitching about here. It's people that come in with Play Next, and they fuck with the vibe of the room. All right? What I really mean about that is, say we all rolled in fucking 8 deep. Now, this is sort of pre-pandemic situations. Different going into bars nowadays. You got to be careful. Make sure you get vaccinated. Yeah, make sure you get vaccinated. Make sure you're wearing your mask to stay 6 feet, apart, so we can make sure we all are safe. But we're talking bar vibes. You're hanging out. You roll 8 deep with your boys and your girls, and you're all rolling in there like this. Where this is our bar tonight, motherfuckers, our bar. And then you roll in there, and you guys decide, fuck it, it's pop punk night. We're going to play Blink-182 and Jimmy Eat World and all this other shit, and we're just going to have this energy going on. And somebody rolls in and decides to play fucking Islands in the Stream by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Or Hurt by Johnny Cash.
They're purposely doing it to fuck the vibe.
And, well, they might not be purposefully doing it, but the thing is, if you're already in the place, you already know what's going on. Fucking dig with the vibe, dude. If everybody in the room is singing along ish or dancing along and bopping and shaking their booty to it, don't fucking don't play the shit just you want to hear, because you're gonna fuck with everybody's vibe, and that's not cool. Don't fuck with people's vibes, especially on a major basis. Brandon Willem, by the way, on the bottom here, we used to play next Disney songs all the time at Fat Patty's when Marshall football players would load it up with rap songs. So, see how that is a thing?
You got
So
some
that
more.
they
Keep
load
going,
up the
Jake.
rap songs, so everybody that's there really digs the rap songs, and then you come in with "Na Savenya Mama Yitaba," and And Gracie says, "It's you, isn't it, JD? You fuck the room vibe."
And then,
and what's wrong with Dolly? Okay, and then Gracie, I don't know if you knew this, but I've got a new pop record coming out soon, and I've got a new song called "I Fuck the Room Vibe." It'll be out soon, and you'll be able to play next to it on the jukebox. Cheers,
bro.
There's actually nothing wrong with Dolly Delaney, but not when we're all in a straight up 311 Incubus.
Can we come up with a title for a track on your album that involves fucking the room vibe up with Dolly? Because I think it's hilarious. Like, for example, hey, what's up, guys? This is Liar Liar, and this is our new track, "Fuck the Room with Dolly."
Well, we can work on the naming structure, but yeah, we could definitely put something like that together. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
All right, man. Let's move on. Let's blow through our Facebook poll answers, and then it's go time. It's time to win some CAMO CBD and get the fuck out of here. We're gonna keep drinking, and you guys are too. So let's scoot it.
Listen to all of our past episodes at officialholler.com.
So, JD, if you beat me to it, to Facebook, we're just looking for your answers, man. That's it.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Sucking on chili down, outside taste freeze. Milkman, the paper boy, evening TV.
I didn't beat you, by the way. I'm just saying.
All right, I'm here. I'm here, and you know what? Shout out to Brittany on Holler Facebook says chewy, but not nearly raw shit. Got to be able to bend it without breaking it, but still not get food poisoning. And then she did a
She's, by the way, talking about bacon. Just want to make sure.
This is how you like your bacon.
Make sure people know, because there are other things that could be happening.
She followed it up with a Chewbacca gif because of chewy bacon, and that's what I'm really laughing at here. Sophie out there, who she's already said this. How is this even a debate? Crispy is the only answer. Miranda says crispy. People who love floppy bacon, they're not normal. That's all there is to it. Hi, I like chewy bacon, just saying. Tiffany says crispy like a potato chip. Kyle the Jester says, look, I'm not going to shame people that like eating raw bacon, okay? But fuck them. That's what Kyle says. Fran says crispy always. Kayla Bell says crispy, oven baked, almost burn it. Delaney out here,
that's also cool.
Delaney's in the chat right now with us. She says chewy. Duh. See, me and Delaney, we're on the same page. Delaney says chewy. Duh. Why would anyone want to taste burnt, crunchy food? It's funny that those came in back to back. One's like burn the shit out of it. The other one's like flop it around a little bit. I don't want that burnt shit.
Well, I mean, there's elements to flavor that we have to consider here.
Gracie, I hope that you tallied all those. If not, you can find them on Holler Facebook. It's at facebook.com/officialhollerpod, if you didn't know.
Agreed. On the oh, here we go. Adam says, what if someone played What's New Pussycat 21 times straight? You got to break the cycle. At that point, playing nexting makes you the hero. Well, Adam, honestly, if I heard What's New Pussycat 21 times, I'd have already killed myself.
So Gracie did not, in fact, tally the bacon poll, and it's because she does not actually care. Gracie, fuck yeah. Shout out to you. You kick ass.
All right.
Wahlberg.
Oh, no. Fantastic. All right, here we go. Again, I asked if you could fight any famous person. Who would it be? And this is what Facebook has to say. Daniel comes in with the hot button topic, Trump.
Yep, saw that one.
You know, and the thing is, it's his stance. He's standing on the, you know, he doesn't really have a very good stance. So really one good hit, boom, he'd be done.
Tip him over.
He'd just be able to tip him over and pour him out, Trump.
But if you push him the other way, he stands up straight because he's pointing the wrong way.
All right, this one also comes from Kyle the Jester Jock. There's so many. Definitely Hitler if we're going with dead or alive. Good answer. I'd beat the fuck out of that motherfucker.
True.
If not, probably Ben Shapiro. Okay, another ultimate rightist.
This right here. This right here is what Hitler could catch. He could catch this fucking bow right upside the head, little bitch.
Kayla says, I don't know about fight, but I'd wrestle Jeffrey Dean Morgan into submission and get all 50 shades. If you don't want to play it. If you don't want to play it.
I really thought you were going to say Jeffrey Dahmer there for a second. I bet he would kill for that.
Oh, don't get me started on that shit. That shit fucked us up tonight, Brian. And you know what? We'll end the show with that information. Tiffany says Randy Moss, which is interesting. She says, I can't stand him. He's a great football player, but he doesn't acknowledge Marshall, and that really pisses me off. That's that's an interesting answer. That's a very solid answer.
No, he does and he doesn't. I'll tell you where she's mad about it. He didn't acknowledge Marshall when he would start for all of those years, and they would announce the starting lineup. He would say Rand University, and he would not say Marshall. It pissed a lot of people off, but he was actually shouting out his childhood. The truth is,
Exactly.
he's came back quite a few times and fucked with Marshall.
If you had watched the 30 for 30 that ESPN did about Rand University, you would have seen why he said it that way and why he did what he did. And so it's interesting. You know, it's an area there. Oh, wait a second. Don't pull it up. I'm not done.
The tally's in. This is it.
All right. Brittany says, I'd really like to rock Dan Schneider's shit. And that's about it. All right. Anyway, so Gracie has tallied up the bacon poll of the evening. Brian, go ahead and take it to the house.
Yeah, chewy bacon with 10. I'm shocked, actually, that it's even that close. Chewy bacon with 10, crispy bacon with 12, bacon boners for the win, hashtag bacon boners, and we knew that was coming.
God damn it. All right. So, hang on. Can we stay on the line here while I'm going to pull up something.
Oh, sure. Go for it, man.
Chill it out. Outside taste freeze.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
You're not helping me. You're not helping me at all.
I was giving you a great intro, I thought. I thought that was amazing.
You're not really helping me at all.
I was being your hype man. I will go ahead and pull up the trivia questions because after JD says whatever he's going to say, we're going to win
No. It's trivia time. I'm actually just getting us ready for the outness of the show.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there we go. So it's now time to answer some questions.
Yeah, it's
I'm drunk, by the way.
I just got a live message that says, "Can you guys stop with the chili dogs already?"
Come on, chill it out. Outside taste freeze.
It's Tasty Freeze.
Yeah.
Bacon boners. All right, guys, it's time to win some CAMO CBD. As always, you're going to win a CAMO CBD variety pack. And for those that haven't won one yet, this is what it looks like. So you're going to get caffeine. You're going to get relax energy. Caffeine is the energy. Relax is the one that's going to, with valerian root, it's going to put you to sleep. This is the one you're going to chill out with, the CAMO gummies. They're the shit. You can win this right now. Here we go with trivia. First 1 to 3 is going to take it home. Gracie's going to tally for us. And let me pull up the first question. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. 90s trivia tonight, by the way. 90s. Delaney keeps asking for 2000s. And Delaney, God, shit just keeps happening our way. And we keep pulling out these 90s questions. I promise you the next trivia will be 2000s. I promise you. The next one that you're a part of. 90s trivia tonight, though. Here we go. Which hit show from the 1990s starred Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty, and Jenny Garth?
Ooh, I know y'all got this one.
I think Shannon
Somewhere
Doherty
about
is the big one of the three, but which this is a TV show from the 1990s. Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty, and Jenny Garth.
So while we're letting that roll, we're just going to play this.
That is terrifying. I've got a call to Gracie. Gracie, the answer is 90210.
The answer is 90210, and who got it?
Gracie says Sophie is the winner. I'm telling you guys, man, Sophie is the trivia beast emerging here, man. She's gonna take you guys down. She stays up just to beat you guys down. She doesn't even actually care about the podcast. She just comes here to win. Kidding, of course.
You know, that is how it goes.
Next question. We're in film now, by the way. This is movies from the 90s. Which film released in 1997 was, at the time, the most expensive film ever made? So what was the most expensive film ever made back in 1997? Broke all kinds of records, blah, blah, blah. Someone's going to get it real fast. Her name might be Sophie. If someone else could just type faster.
We'll see. Let them roll. Let them do it. Let's see what people say.
Hey, dude. Yeah, man. What's that? I'm hungry. Yeah, me too. Pizza? Pizza sounds good. Pizza. Call Little Caesar Pizza at 66623 and order yourself some pizza. They got thin crust. They got deep dish. They got everything you can think of. They got the ultimate supreme.
The answer is Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Where are we at? Where are we at first with Titanic? I believe, from my end, it really looked like Adam on that one, but we'll see what Gracie says. Gracie is the ultimate judge.
Yeah, Gracie is the end all be all of how this is decided.
Gracie says that Adam got it, so there you go. Adam Inman, Titanic. Boom. Okay, here we go. Question number 3. Popularized during the early 1990s, what game used milk cap discs made of cardboard and slammers? Keyword on the slammers. All you 90s babies, do you remember this? Do you remember using slammers?
Picture yourself in a band down by the river.
Adam says he's coming for you. Gracie, I've already got a correct answer up on the screen. This is good, actually. Gracie, can you confirm that Brandon Woolham? Yep. Gracie says Woolham is the first one. The correct answer was Pogs. Not to be confused with the game of pigs.
Yeah, it's so close. It was so close, Adam. I'm so sorry that you didn't get it, but
well, he's still stuck on the bacon pole, and that's understandable.
You know, and the bacon pole was a big element of it.
Yeah, bacon pole was a flop, and now here we are. We're at pigs and pogs.
Oh, wait a second. It might have been not a flop. It might have been a little crispy.
Says 12 of the people. This is actually my favorite answer. You ready for this, JD? Sophie says slam Poogs. The show's over. Podcast is over.
Slam Poogs.
Anyone up for a game of slam Poogs?
I mean, I am. I don't know about you. I don't know about Yugs.
Oh man, that was great. If Slam Poogs doesn't make it into the title somewhere, then we have done this wrong. Okay. That was a shit on the internet. Here we go. Question number 4. Starring Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, what 1992 movie was Whitney's acting debut? Sophie says, leave me alone. You try typing ducking fast with nails. Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. What 1992 movie was Whitney's acting debut? I see the right answer, Gracie. They all came in at the same time. Please help on this one. I don't know which one got it first. I'm very interested to see which one Gracie says.
Yeah, she's the judge.
Gracie's the chief right here. Gracie has said quack, quack into the chat.
All right.
Gracie says Sophie got that one.
Sophie got it again.
Hold on. Let me get this one. Let me get this one up there. Really, Sophie got that one. She came through like last on my screen. That was crazy. On my screen, I want to shout out Brittany. Brittany, you came through first, but I'm not looking at the correct screen. Gracie is. Sorry. So, anyways, Gracie, can we get a score update? Because it feels like we're close. It feels like we're close to somebody winning. I believe Sophie has a couple. I believe Adam has maybe one. I believe Woolham has one. I believe I can fly.
55.
You're beautiful.
Mountain Dew.
Brittany says she was first on her screen too. Gracie says Sophie 2, Adam 1, Woolham 1. Okay, here we go. Next question. Let's get out of movies. Get out of movies and music. We're now into cars. How about this? What range of cars was launched by GM in 1990? That's an interesting way to word this question. This was let me give you guys some clues. What range of cars was launched by GM in 1990? This is what you would say. This is like a whole brand of cars, but it fell under the GM label is really what the question is. So in 1990, a brand new like label of cars came out. For example, like Kia is a car that came out after 1990. Okay, Kia is not the answer to this question because clearly it came out later. There was a car brand. Okay, we've already got one. We've already got one on it. The answer is Saturn, and I'm pretty sure Woolham got this. What's up, JD?
I was gonna say boom because didn't he own one?
He owned one. I didn't want to give it away. I didn't want to give it away by saying Woolham's gonna love this question, but I knew that he would nail it, and he did. He nailed it. So there you go. Woolham repped a Saturn for years, and now it gets him one step closer to CAMO CBD. And by the way, last week he was a big grand prize winner. He got that flavor, which is this. Woolham got a whole box of this shipped to him. This lime ice, this is delicious. If you guys see this out in stores, buy the lime ice. I am not shooting you wrong. It's got some caffeine in it, but damn, it's good. We've got Sophie one away. We've got Woolham one away. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna play a song when you finish the question. This song comes on.
Okay. The first sheep was successfully cloned in 1996. What was that sheep's name?
You know, there was a sheep. She was cloned. And her name was? Anybody?
Gracie says the winner is Dallas with the answer of Dolly, of course. Dolly the sheep.
Yeah.
I have never thought about this, JD. I don't know why. This has went right over my head. But, you know, they named the sheep Dolly. What if you had a llama and you named it Dolly?
Oh, shit, I just got it.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
It wasn't great.
I got that joke.
Great.
It wasn't great, but it was also really wild.
Anyways, back to trivia. Here we go here. What? Guys, I'm looking at these questions and just wow. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to, see, I got some laughs out there. See, Brittany says the Dolly Llama. Dallas is laughing while Adam just says, not the great.
Oh, I'm dead, damn it.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys, here we go. We're talking about kids shows now in the 90s. On which kids show did the character Pierre Escargot appear? Ooh, that's a juicy one.
That's a really good one.
Tracy says, I tried so hard, Brian. I really did. Dolly Llama. Never forget the
not so far, but in the end.
On which kids show did the character Pierre Escargot appear? Wasn't Pierre Escargot played by Kenan, right?
Kenan Thompson, yeah.
I believe so.
Before he was in Saturday Night Live, he was in a show on Nickelodeon called All That.
I'm pretty sure Sophie just won it. I'm pretty sure.
And
it's either Sophie or Adam. One of them got that. They both came in at the same time. Gracie says Sophie, and boom, just like that. It's been 1 week since Sophie won. It's been 1 week.
I tried this one killing that set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Sophie, the trivia beast, is going to win another porch pickup. Sophie, can you type in the chat, by the way, since you've won so many of these? What is your favorite CAMO CBD product? Do you love it? What do you do with all this CAMO CBD, Sophie? I mean, start giving some to the poor or something. What are you doing with this stuff? Like, what's going on? Type it in the chat. I'm curious. But guys, in the meantime, thank you so much for taking that trip down memory lane with us, going back in time to the Snappy Hour. We're sorry that we couldn't have Sherry Campbell on here, but we promise you this is one we're going to get back because we want Sherry Campbell on this show. We want her on there.
It's so heavy. Like, it's another thing too is like it's been 1 year since we've been in the COVID-19 quarantine situation. And we were so pumped to have her on the show because it was going to be about like, where the fucking like crazy viralness came from, but not that kind of viral though.
Oh yeah, true.
Sophie says, I gave them to Shane.
Yeah, she gives them to her guy, which is totally fine. Sophie, if you do try them, try the gummies. And honestly, my advice, just eat the whole pack. And I'm not fucking with you. Just eat the whole pack. It's not going to like knock you out or something. It's just like, it's a really calming feeling. So just eat that whole pack of gummies and call it a day. You won't.
Wonderful. Again, it's a lot of anti-inflammatory, very unjittery situation. That's what it is. Like it's
Delaney, we'll get some 2000s trivia for you. We're sorry that we just keep doing the 90s over and over. We hear your requests loud and clear. We are off next week.
On the next. Yeah, no, we've got like plenty more coming because we're never going to stop doing this. So I guarantee you we're moving on to the 2000s shit. So it's going to happen.
Guys, we're off next week. Sophie says she's about to go to Disney. She'll probably need them then. Yeah, that works. We're off next week. We will see you the week after that. We're gonna get real weird.
Smoke weed every day.
Don't you want to become a cult leader? Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy for it. You could fill that void. Here is how.
The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV.